These Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Come on with me. What y'all know about that? You can park right here. Yeah, right? Anywhere. All right. Let's go. Woo. Is it 2730? Which one is it? Are they 2730. Are they both the same? Yeah. 2730. Get into it. Let's go to the cash register.
2 hours later.
Okay guys, it's time to try a new hairstyle. I feel like I've been hopping from hairstyle to hairstyle. Ones that are particularly like protective, like they cover my locks, and so I'm making sure to take like little breaks in between. Like it's been like a couple weeks since I did my last one. But I'm thinking of doing like this goddess braids, like braids look over my locks. I feel like I'm going to attempt it. I'm hoping it works out well. I've seen people braid over the locks before. Theirs have been a bit thinner than mine, so I feel like it's been a bit easier and shorter. But I feel like since I've also like trimmed my locks recently, it'll be like a bit easier. I just feel like it'll look well. I've like really liked this like look that I've seen on like Chloe Bailey in the past, and so we'll see. I retwisted my hair yesterday because we felt like that would be a part where I also really needed to wash my hair. My mom and I were talking about this recently. I never know how to film myself in a way in the shower that's like it's like facing your back. People have like that setup where it's facing your back and you can just see them like washing their hair and like the soap is running down their body. I do not have the camera set up for that yet, so I feel like you guys may not getting a watch the video from me for a while, but I washed my hair yesterday, retwisted the roots just so we can kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of just like braiding over it today. And so I'm going to take off this wrap and take off these pins. I just want to see like what my scalp is looking like. The parts are so clean. Shout out to my mom. We also used a bit less like gel this time. She used a lot of like aloe vera gel, which is like a little bit less cakey and leaves a little less residue, and so I feel like it dried really quickly, and I really love how it came out because I feel like when we braid over it, it'll be perfect. So let's take these pins out. So it'll take a while. Hey, we are. I've taken them all out. So we are going to change. I want this like bite. I'm like stuffing my hair, but I want to put this like baby powder serum in my hair and it smells so good. Okay, let's switch stations. I feel like I just wanted to get another shot of my roots, if you guys can see, because the parting is so neat. I feel like after I get my roots retwisted, sometimes I feel scalped and like bald, like I said in my last video, but sometimes I just left a little like fresh, clean feeling gives me. I love having my hair unretwisted, but I went way too long without a wash, so I just feel very refreshed. Guys, we have a special guest star again. Ta-da! Becky in the building. I also admit, as opposed to like the last style I did where I kind of had an idea of how we were going to attempt it, this is completely out of like my depth realm, so I'm my faith in my hairstylist. We got the scissors. We should not hold them like this, but we got the scissors. Got the hair. This time we're using Ultra. Yeah. And it's 2730. We've been trying to go, if not for black, if we're completely covering my hair, for colors that are like kind of similar-ish to my hair, just in the event that like if my locks do peek out, it still looks like similar-ish in color. Like it's not too much of a color difference. You know what I was saying? I wish sometimes, I saw this in somebody else's like braiding video where they have like that little tier thing that has, I'll insert a picture, but then you can like you can separate the hair and like hook it on it. I feel like we need to get into that new age technology. Hold. That was the most expensive thing, so it better work. It was like $24. Hey baby, this is you, man. So you pay for what you get. Like each of these packs was like, ooh, look at that color. Each of these packs was like $5-6, and then the most expensive thing was the one pack of hair, and I understand why, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean it didn't hurt. This is what the idea of what we're going for is. Yes, do you guys see the vision? I don't really have an idea. I've seen videos, of course, doing goddess braids. Do we need hair? I've seen it and I have an idea, of course, of doing goddess braids, but I've like never seen them covered over locks before. since I don't have a very good idea of what the process looks like. I know last time my hairstylist wanted to leave it up to me, but take it away, Mom, what we're starting with.
What are we starting with?
Yeah, what process-wise are we starting? Like, what step are we doing right now?
Well, we're braiding, and then we're adding outre human hair for the hanger, the twist. So the idea is that so that we could have a twist that is not tangle, that is tangle free. So that's the goal.
I think our fear, of course, is, and almost everybody else I've talked about who's gotten goddess braids before, is that they run into a lot of problems with like the loose curly hair tangling, and so that's why even though, of course, like some change on the hair, I am of course not upset about it because I don't want to immediately do the hair and then run into the problem of it like tangling on me, because that would be awful. Well guys, I'm getting braids. I mean, I promised myself that I was gonna do a couple styles before the end of the year, and I feel like if anything, this is just also teaching me that like, more hair, it's not tangling. Having flashbacks, I'm trying to keep it parted. I feel like, of course, well that was my stomach if you guys heard, but the back will probably also be easier because my ones in the back of my head are like shorter, just by virtue of them being like a bit thinner and like skinnier. So I feel like it's good that we also start there, because it's like as we get to like the middle and like the front of my head, my locks are gonna be thicker. We don't have any music right now. I got my iPad. I don't really need music, but do you want music?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. I'm not gonna start like fawning over the color of the hair, but like I love the way it looks in light and the way it moves like in motion. So how long have you been doing hair?
Since I was 14.
14, slay. I feel like it's a really great skill to be able to do not only other people's hair but your own hair.
It's a great skill to have because you really
when you want your hair done.
You want your hair done up. You could really done it up.
I feel like especially as we're having a lot of conversations on social media about like how the culture of like the entrepreneur and like independent braider is changing. That's the one thing, guys. I feel like I've gotten a lot more adept at it, but like I used to hate sitting to like get my hair done. I've mentioned that before, but like I could just, most people do, but I feel like my older sister and I were very different in that way. She used to love getting her hair done. I just could not sit and take it. I've gotten a lot better about it because I know that the outcome will be like, of course, worth the time I'm sitting in the chair. Ooh, where was I going? I lost my train of thought, guys, sorry. Do you think because the parting of my locks is like fairly big, the braids themselves may seem bulky?
Not necessarily.
I feel like my locks are fairly skinty. Ever since dyeing them, they've kind of decreased in thickness. But you guys are curious about what the back looks like. I'm curious too.
I'm good curious. Let's get the glasses off.
Oh, it's getting serious, guys. She took her glasses off. You're snipping off the like excess.
Yes, I think it's gonna take a lot of hair, honey.
More than we have.
Yes. Starting to bust your battles.
What? We have 4 packs.
4 packs ain't nothing, honey. I did what? 4 or 5 here back here.
Oh, if I had really known.
You just cheapskate.
Yeah, but if I had really known it, really, like, you couldn't have done it without more. I would have, because I would have just liked to finish my head in one day.
Right, but I keep telling you, I'm pulling here, and you're like, I'm the braider, honey. Trust the process.
Oh, cute. Oh, we're not gonna finish today. Sad. I love that you can kind of see them peeking out because, and I chose this color in particular because I knew that it would work well with the more ginger-ish brown blonde color of my hair. You guys can see it up close. I kind of love it. We are starting, it feels like on the middle of my head. I mean, honestly, I don't think we're gonna finish today, but one can hope, one can dream. Oh, I have braids. That's so cool.
So you see?
So if you guys can see, guys, she's just like kind of, I think, slipping it underneath where she's braiding and then braiding it into and then letting it hang. That's exactly it. Hey guys, we're back. We've made a lot of progress off camera, and we're opening the third pack, which is also why I started filming again. But we're just really working slowly but surely. If you guys want a close-up, that's probably not a good close-up, but that's what it's looking like. So this is really a different look for me. We're just gonna see how it works out.
Good.
Guys, we are... I'm so tired for no reason, but we're opening the fourth pack, which is going to be the last pack that we're going to use for the side of my head. We have about 7, 8 locks left in the back of my head, but this is what it's looking, guys. For anybody who's curious, I am like... I don't know. I'm just really in love with the color and how it's coming out, but just like so unfamiliar with like having and she's over there cutting up. She's done a very good job though. I'm very impressed. I would 5 stars on Reddit, Pinterest. That's not where you rate stuff. Yelp, 5 stars on Yelp. So we're gonna finish this up and then call it a night. So I can also give my hair some time to rest. But if you guys just really want to see the stark difference of like what it's looking like, this is my hair. This is the hair on top of it now. It's very cute. I really like the color combination. I feel like it all came together really well. And so I'm just looking forward to finishing up this side, and I feel like I'm really feeling the tension. It doesn't hurt or anything, but it's just tension from having hair on top of other hair. And so we're gonna open the fourth and last pack that we have, and then tomorrow I'll probably run to the store, get a couple more packs so we can finish it off tomorrow, and then I'll also, girl, stop dancing behind me. And then when we do this other side, I'll film it a bit more so you guys can really get a good idea of like the tucking, the process she does, because it'll be a bit easier to see from this angle. So let us finish.
Get into it. Good night, y'all.
This is how I've been walking around all day. Love it. We have time to get more hair from the beauty supply store so I can finish today. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, long story short, we were doing the regular box braid method before, like the way most people do box braids, but then I saw this method on social media, which is how you can do knotless box braids for locks, which is like going in between the root right here and kind of crocheting it in and then overlapping it, which is what we started doing over here. And this is what it is looking like. So because she's going to be doing this side now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more of a close-up to it's okay. I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit more of a close-up on this side because I feel like you'll be able to see a bit better the actual like step-by-step of how we've been like braiding in the hair. So you guys can see it's crocheted in between a piece of my hair right now, and now she's just braiding over it. It's a bit hard to see, but that's the gist of it, and I feel like you guys will be able to see as she goes more and more down the lock itself what it's ending up gonna look like. Yeah, that's probably better so you guys can just get a close-up of what she's doing. Oh, mommy, your hands are so glossy. Oh. Sorry. Okay, I'll get further away. You guys wanna... That's my ear. But if you guys wanna see... Wow, mom. Tucking skills amazing. But especially with the color we've chosen, it really just looks like... My lock is the black, of course, but it really just looks like black and dark brown and honey blonde. So that's what it's giving. And then not for this one because it's kind of a braid that's going to be hidden under the rest of the braids. But for some of them, we're giving them little tendrils like this side.
I'm baking.
Yeah. Oh, it is toasty in here. This method that we're also doing now is taking a lot less hair as well, right, than the method we were doing before.
Yes.
To tuck it and wrap it, because maybe it's not as tucked, but also again, like I was saying, with the colors we've chosen, it's not really that important to me, just as long as it kind of looks not too thick. I wanted to kind of go, of course there's hair underneath the braiding hair, so it's not going to be like super thin or anything, but I did want it to look like semi-natural and just like not too boxy in the sense of like not too like like it crocheted. I wasn't looking for like a crocheted look, more of just like box braids coming out of your scalp. So that's basically what we're gonna do for the whole side. The same thing she's doing with this one. We're including some of these little tendrils, and then we're going to curl the ends. And so that's probably where you guys will see us again. If you have any questions about this style, like anything that we feel like I haven't gone over in this video, or if you have questions for my mom, great hairstylist, feel free to comment down below or ask. More than happy to answer. She's moving it in between so you guys can get a really good idea of what it looks like, but this is what it looks like crocheted in between like the roots of my hair. And then she, what we were doing before is just braiding over it, but then we saw some advice that was like, what if to do like a knotless style on locks, you crochet it in between the roots of your locks, and then you, what's it called, braid over them. And we think it looks pretty good. This is the one we just did. So we finished at least the braiding part. We are going to do the curling of the ends tomorrow, but we finished. This is what we're working with. I really like it. And we just applied some of this, what was it called, Mom? Braid formula, because I'm not gonna lie, this tension, it's just tensioning. I really feel like I need to sleep on it. Like, I mean, I slept on it yesterday, but I need to sleep on it again, and I'm looking forward to how it feels like within the next week, and how I can flip it and do stuff with it. But like, that's what it looks like from the side. You guys feeling it? I'm feeling it. This isn't goodbye, of course. You guys are gonna stay tuned for the curling part, but I just wanted to show you what we're working. I also love this color.
One eternity later.
This is a few days later, guys. I wanted to give it time to marinate because just generally when you get your braids done, like your head feels like it's so full of tension, but since I braided them over locks, it was just like so like but this is the final product. Let me show you guys the back. I haven't like loosed it today, so the curls, this is what the curls ended up looking like, but they're not as defined as they usually are because I usually loose them. Are we seeing this? I absolutely love this. I'm so happy with it, and I feel like this has incentivized me once again. That kind of stuck, but it has incentivized me once again to just do different styles with my hair, and this is a style I'll be keeping in for at least like a month. I adore it. And so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Kisses.
Come on, girl. Hey, get into it. Just do it.